phone, are you shooting vertically, or is
Is
that?
that bad? Can we
You
switch
can
it?
turn it around if you want. It just means that you're small now. You're big. Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, February 6th. Jeannie is working from home this morning. Is it poinsettia that you have going on? Is that what's happening?
We're doing another round of poinsettia because at A1 in vacuum and sewing, we don't feel pressured by the holidays. We do the holidays whenever we want to do the holidays.
This is just because we're so well organized and so far ahead. We're
No,
like
because
knocking
I
it out.
really like sometimes it is hard to get it done by the holiday, like with ordering stuff and doing all of that. And then I said to myself this year, I'm not going to stress about it. We are so early for the holidays this year. It's February and you're going to be done with your holiday sewing.
I'm gonna resize our window just a little bit here so they can see you completely, because the very top of your head is at the top of the camera.
Oh, well, that's probably my fault. I'm on a little, something little.
So,
Should I
it'll
talk
be
about some stuff really quickly?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I am doing the poinsettia class, and if you're in that class, you better be ready. So you need to have your panel layered, ready to go, your threads picked out. You should have your, hang on. I want you to have, well, it's here, I have it. Your template. You want this template, the full template printed. And I also want to have you have the itty bitty. This is number 1. This is the center. This is what it looks like. Okay. And then your threads and everything else. Tomorrow is going to be wallflower. And I did want to talk to you guys about wallflower. The embellishment kits. If anyone is thinking about doing it in the embellishment kits, done. Meaning they're not making any more of those. And I have probably about 15. I have maybe like 5 left in the store, and I have maybe 10 more coming to me, and that's it. They're done. So if you want an embellishment kit, or you think you might want to make a second one, order it now. The fabric kits for wallflower. There's a couple of you that are still waiting for your fabric kit. We're waiting for a couple fabrics. So I'm going to look at the list and see if they're popping up anytime soon. And I think we might send what we have. But I haven't forgotten you either. Like, there's so many fabrics that are sold out at Maywood right now. So and I'm doing the best I can. You know what this leads me to? This leads me to get your stuff early and just know you're going to love it. So just get it. Instead of being like, I don't know, am I going to like it? I'm not sure. It's going to be fun. It's going to be adorable. It's going to be fun to stitch out. It's entertainment for you and me. Just get your stuff, because when you wait, then it's harder. It's harder to get it.
Well, and what we're finding right now too is, like, we have been kind of guesstimating our numbers, and we always try to buy more.
Oh yeah.
But then we end up needing more. So,
And we'll always be able to do it. It's just
well,
maybe
no, that's not true, because sometimes fabrics are gone and they need to be substituted, or it's always just better to have it. Like, if you think you might want to do it, it may be better to just commit and do it.
Yeah.
To ensure that you have it.
Star Spangled Beauty is going to be the next one. And I think Kimberbell had some that took a long time to sell out. And so now what they're doing is they're just doing a limited run. And they're like, that's it. You get it. You get it. You don't. You don't. So it's not like they'll have it for this one. Yeah. This just like, because it's so cute. It just like, it's sold out. And they're not. I called this morning to be like, are you going to have any more Happen Down the Bunny Trails? So let's talk about Happen Down the Bunny Trail. I bought 20 extra kits. They sold out, and now I'm oversold. I'm oversold by the fabric kits. So last night I went on and we're going to cut the rest of them in the store. The disadvantage to that is if you love the collector's box, you're not going to get a collector's box. The advantage to that is it's going to be cheaper too. So you're going to get a refund. So I will reach out to you, and I can tell you right now, anyone who ordered after the last one who squeaked in was Belinda N. You know who you are. Order 18433. That order was on February 4th at 8:55 in the morning. Any orders after that, I'm not going to have a fabric kit for you. I will have a fabric kit for you, but it's going to be cut in the store. And you know we cut beautiful kits in the store. And then you will get a partial refund because they charge for all those pretty boxes. So I will, anything before then, Betty, don't worry. Yours I pulled aside. Colleen Titus, don't worry. I pulled yours aside too. Jen, yours is pulled aside. Anyone after that, I'll send you a note and I'll give you the right of first refusal, because if you love those boxes and you're a collector, I want you to have what you want. But I will reach out to all those people. I might not get to it tonight, or you can email me and go, I got to have that box. But yours will be cut in the store. Everything's been ordered. They should probably be ready the end of next week is what I'm hoping. So and you should be okay with that, because I am doing the prep video on the 14th, but I'm not going to be ready to start stitching again. I will start stitching, and I think it's probably going to be 2 or 3 sessions. I will be ready because my surgery is the week after. I'll start stitching on the 28th. So the 28th of February is when we'll really get into, because I need like a week of recovery. So I'm thinking the 28th is when we're going to start stitching. 14th prep. What, Patrick?
I said at least a week of recovery. Health first.
Patrick, you can just hoop for me. Patrick's going to sit next to me. Patrick, let's do it together. Don't you think that'll be so much fun?
For you.
It'll be 3 hours of your life, Patrick. Patrick and I are going to do this all together on the 28th. That's when we're going to officially start. So I don't want you to stress out. Email me if you can't, if you're like, no, I got to have that box.
Well, how does that work? Like, if they have to have that box and you can't get them,
then they have to get it from someplace else.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the reality is they really don't need that box. It's just more cardboard that you don't need in your life.
Has ordered and you don't want your box, send me a note and I'll just ship your stuff in like a little bag.
And then we'll keep the box and ship other stuff in it.
I've been stuffing your boxes too, because I can fit your design and your embellishment kit in your box with your fabric. So don't freak out if you get just a fabric box and think I didn't send you all your stuff. It's there. It's inside. I may have disassembled your embellishment kit a little bit, but everything is there all folded up and nice in your box.
And then you almost always leave a note on the shipping slip that it's in the box.
Okay. I was getting really tired last night, and I might not. I think I did write most of them, but later in the night, I was just like...
You were doing it Patrick style?
I don't even know if I put a haiku in there. I'm stealing it, because I was really working hard to get as much out as I could last night, and I will, again, work hard to get the rest of the orders out.
Tomorrow, maybe.
So I have... There's maybe like 5 or 6 more that I'm going to ship out this week, tonight, with the box, and then the rest of them will ship next week. So if you ordered after 8:55 a.m. on the 4th, you're going to have one that's cut in the store, but it'll be beautiful, I promise you. We'll make it gorgeous.
So we've got Lita Moore, who's joining us the first time from Vegas. We love Vegas.
Vegas.
Lita, I left a note down lower in the chat with a link to our website. You can order directly from the website. You can always reach out and contact the store, although it's easier for us to manage orders on the website. Let me just go through some comments here. Everybody's commenting on their weather. It's rainy in Tennessee. It's icy in Illinois. It's sunny in Las Vegas, and it's snowy in Reno. Let's see here. It does appear that people are having difficulty getting into their Kimberbell accounts. Have you heard anything about that, Jeannie?
No.
Well, some people
Okay.
just said that they had some issues, and somebody said it took them 3 days to get in. But don't panic. Like, Kimberbell's working on it. There's probably a site issue. They'll fix it, and you'll be able to get in there. It's not the end of the world.
But if you need your design for tomorrow, if you need your snail, and I did email that to everybody in my club, so you should have an email for me. But if for some reason I didn't send it to you, please reach out, because I want you to have it for tomorrow. Reach out. Reach out.
I
You
didn't.
know what?
I didn't
Better
send.
yet, call the store, because I'm backlogged on my emails.
So I didn't send. I think I only sent one person's tracking information from Martelli, and then the store went crazy, and then I had an appointment at 5, and then I really had to get my taxes done last night, so I was working on my taxes until almost midnight. But I did get them done last night. So I will, it's funny, it's on my list of things to do today. And I will forward those to you. If there is anybody else, I mean, this has been a process working through the Martelli orders. Is a kind way of putting it. So if there's anybody, like we've heard from a handful of folks, like if there's anything awry with your order, or you haven't gotten tracking or anything like that, we are working with somebody who's been really responsive. I just wish I had a better explanation for how things have progressed. It's
Still great. I've been working on I've cut on my Martelli table, and I love it. I've been sewing on it. And
you're going to be doing the live stream today from the Martelli table. The class today is on the Martelli table.
Yeah,
is it not?
I mean, I am getting a new one, because I'm getting a little bit of a bigger one. But I love how solid it is. It is just like, I don't know. I really like it. I like that I'm on like a cutting table, so if I need to cut something, I just cut it like right there. I don't have to go someplace else. So, and I'm excited because we still haven't, because we've been so busy. We're going to set up the white table in
That's
the
actually
store,
on
and
the
that one
list
will
of
have the
things to
Avenir.
do today.
What?
That's on the list of things to do today. Like, I just talked to the guys about it. It's been kind of a madhouse in service. Like, normally I always joke that like our business over 10 years has been cyclical, and there are like busy times and slower times. And in this last like 8 or 9 months, it's just been busy, which is fantastic. We feel very fortunate for that. But like service has kind of been pretty nutty, and the like normal service life cycle, where things kind of slow down in the middle of the winter, like things get crazy right before the holidays and then things slow down. Like that really didn't happen. In fact, I would say when we got back from our break in December, it's been as busy as far as the number of machines that come in on a daily basis. It's been about as busy as we've seen, and it'll be interesting to see if the numbers continue. Like, we are going to be adding a fourth person to service to kind of help with that, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Having said that, there are no rush services right now. Like, we've had a remarkable number of people asking for rush services. And part of the challenge with that is, like, yesterday, over the last like 4 or 5 working days, like, so many people have been like, I can't wait 2 weeks. The reality is everybody can wait 2 weeks. Like, come on, it's sewing, right? Like,
Patrick.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's okay. I understand.
You don't need to understand,
I understand.
and maybe you need to have a different attitude.
Because I'm not saying it's not important.
Some of us do have deadlines, and some of us can't wait.
I get it.
I think you're being extremely rude.
Well, I'm just saying, like, right now we're not going to do rush services. Like,
okay,
like
that's
we
different
can't,
than saying, "Come on."
We can't push things out. Because what happens is the people that have patiently waited 2 weeks for their machines back can't get them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's just, we're not going to be doing rush services. So and that's part of the reason why we haven't had a chance in the store to get the tables built. Is every day I come in and I go back and talk to the guys about what's going on, and they're like, well, this one's a rush and that one's a rush. Yesterday, mid-morning, I was just like, no more rushes like through the end of the week. We just can't do it. We can't push these people back. And we need to make sure that people are getting their machines. So I do have I had a group of people waiting for Avenir LEs. I got shipping confirmation on those. It's funny, lately I get shipping confirmation and then they arrive. So I don't want to promise that they'll be here today. Yeah, I try, Cheryl. Cheryl suggested I just sell them a second machine so they don't need the rush service. I've been trying. Yes. A lot of machines have been going out of the door lately, which has been great. But for that group of folks that, you know, were waiting for their LEs to arrive, I would guess that the machines probably are going to arrive today, but I will call you when the machines are here. And like, I think yesterday I got through all of my phone calls. I did not like that Martelli situation with the tracking. Like I sat down to do that and then it went balls to the wall and I just didn't do it. So it's like literally the number one thing to do on my list this morning. I'm going to be jumping on the phone with Marissa and I'll forward the rest of the tracking. So I think, and Joyce made the comment, Martelli told me the tracking would be sent to me by UPS. Like, I think the general consensus is that hasn't happened for most of the customers. So I have asked that the tables that are being sent, that like, and I think Joyce, your table was going out, your table, I think, was going out Friday. As of 2 days ago, they told me your table was going out Friday. There was one other customer's table that was going out Friday. But I think everybody that was to be shipped should be shipped. And let's give them an extra day and let's say they ship out Monday. But I've asked that they forward me the tracking for their tables. KC says, what? Just sewing? I have to talk to my husband if I'm not sewing. I also live in a house like that where it's basically Jeannie needs to talk to her husband if she's not doing anything, whether it be sewing or anything.
Excuse me, who was the one that was begging me to come upstairs this morning to hang out?
Well, I haven't seen you in like 2 days. So, you know, maybe it would be nice to get some attention. This has been what, like, and Jeannie can attest to this. Like, it's a bummer what's happened with the weather-wise, but I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I just can't get stressed out about like activity. Like, if I can't ski, I'm gonna ride. If I can't ride, I'll go to the gym. Like, I just can't allow myself to get stressed out by my leisure activities. And I Jones, but the reality is sometimes it's just not your day. Sewing's kind of the same. I think you should do machines as they come in. I don't like other people's machines put ahead of mine. Is there an extra charge for rush service? Yeah, it's $40.
Oh yeah.
And so, and the reality is, I just think that's gonna be how it is. Like, it's we'll call it a non-immaterial charge. Like, it is a fee, and most of the people willing to pay that fee, like Jeannie said, there are things like deadlines, stuff like that. But, like, you know, I also will get to a point if I feel like it's having a material impact on the lineup, i.e. so many people are waiting, then, like, I'll cut it off. And I think that's unique. Most stores will just keep doing rush services, but I'll get to the point where I'm like, I can't do a rush service anymore because I'm going to push people back by too much. But yes, rush fee is, and always has been, kind of part of what is offered here. And quite frankly, I don't even bring it up, like, unless people are freaking out. But a lot of people have been freaking out lately. So I think we all need a collective, we all need a collective deep breath.
Sometimes we have, like, you know, we might have a present that needs to be done, or maybe we sew for the theater, or, you know, there's reason, or sometimes maybe that's what we do. Maybe we're going to a retreat, Patrick, and you need that machine, and it's your only machine. So I think you need to be a little more understanding next time.
Oh, I mean, I always try to be, but if we can't accommodate, we can't accommodate. It's not fair to the people in the lineup sometimes.
I'm just saying the way you were talking earlier.
Well,
so,
you know,
do you guys like being here for people's couples therapy? As Patrick and I work through our communication.
There was a conversation in our household about the how do we say, the extra levels of panic we've been hearing as of late. So yeah. Anyways.
So just so you know, I just put up I re-put up the kit for hopping down the bunny trail. It's going to be a lot cheaper. So, and those people who are not getting in the box, I'm going to be refunding you.
Chrissy Ole says, wait, Amazon created Rush Monsters. You know, I think, yeah.
That's true.
I mean, we used to sit and wait 2 weeks for packages to arrive, and now we're pissed off that it takes 30 seconds to cook a turkey in the microwave. Like, come on, people. Okay, so then she also says, I get it. It's a boy thing. He's more patient than my old man. I think patience, I'm kind of patient. I have to be to deal with you people. Who knew I'd sit and be yelled at by grandmothers all day?
Patrick is pretty patient.
So
you can be a grandfather too, you know.
I could be a grandfather. There's no comment. Like, I'm not, like, that's like. All right, so Jeannie, it's 9:55. You've got to get prepped.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, and then I will see you guys tomorrow for it's a Zoom, so it is just for our digital dealer. But I did already post the other video, and then it will be put onto YouTube Live. Is there anything else important I need to talk to them about? No. Okay.
So
I'll see everyone in a little bit.
I am brother sale. Easiest way to do it. fill out that sheet, or just let us know what you want from the sheet and forward it to us.
Yeah, and don't freak out if you don't hear back from us right away. Like, literally, I didn't look at my email yesterday. I responded back to maybe 3 people. I will look at it this weekend. You'll receive an email that says got it, and that confirms that we have it.
And
if you don't get that, then we didn't get it.
So
but wait till Monday.
Don't freak out. Take a deep breath. Calm down.
Okay, and you know what we'll do also on Tuesday, Patrick, remind me, is I'll go through the differences between the hoops, because people still have questions about that. And so we'll grab some of the hoops and we'll go through them and explain the differences so you know what to order. You also need to be responsible for knowing what hoop works for your machine, or confirming, because we have had people that have bought hoops and then it doesn't fit their machine. So if you're not sure, you can always just say, this is the machine I have, and then we can be like, okay, that's going to work. So, we learned some things from last time too, because there were some hoops that worked with Brother that didn't work with Baby Lock.
Well, and yeah, there were just a couple of machines.
And sashing hoops only work with, I think those only work with Solaris and Luminaire and
Casey Shaw just made a weed joke. She says, time to sell gummies, Patrick. I don't know. Right. I go, maybe we should have Gummy Friday at the store. Hey, man.
Patrick, we are not. Patrick, stop. Okay.
All right.
I'll see everyone in a little bit.
So,
bye.
Anna asks, do I need to resend on the sheet? And the answer is no. I'm going to stay on the live stream for a second to answer questions. I'm just going to stop the Zoom, Jeannie. So, let me get out of here. So, regarding the Brother sale. So, for those of you in the Luminaire, poinsettia class, that is ongoing. You guys should be there now. You do not need to send it in. If you send it in and just type it in, just make sure that you get the products right. Every now and then somebody's like, oh, that's not what I meant to order. Just make sure that you get the products right. The part numbers and the prices are correct on the sheet. A couple of folks have said they didn't get the email. The email definitely went out. If you didn't get the email, you can drop me a line or drop Jeannie a line, or reach out to the store and ask us. And we can forward you the sheet. Christina asks, does the Avenir come with the compact walking foot? It does come with the compact walking foot. All the machines from the Luminaire 3 on, even the current generation of the sewing only machines, are now coming with the compact walking foot. The standard walking foot, or the older Move It foot, is no longer being made. So the only walking foot is the compact walking foot. Can I switch the gummies from the high chews? I cannot. That would be illegal. That would be illegal. Let's see. You would be amazed how many sewing machines come in with weed in the accessory tray, or smelling like weed. We know what you're doing when you're sewing. Let's see. Brother sale, will the 10 thread spool holders fit on the Stellaire? They will. Let me just look here. It's a clickable link for the Brother sale. So it is it's the A-1 email from, I think, last night, and there is just a link where you can click on it. And that would be a high chew. So let's see. Sewing After Hours with Patrick, sit and chill. I got the email. Is there a picture Technique Tuesday to show the hoops that are on sale? No, we'll talk about them next Tuesday. And with that, I need to get to work. For those of you that are waiting for your Martelli tracking, I will forward that to you right now. And I'm about to get on the phone with Martelli. Keep in mind, Jeannie's out of the store. She's got a doctor's appointment this afternoon. I'm assuming she'll come in, but I don't know how long that will be. And we will see. And we will see you folks tomorrow. How does the 2 spool holder fit on the NQ3550? It just snaps on. You have to remove the top cover, which just snaps off. And you have to make sure that you order the correct one or specify that you want the 2 thread spool holders for the NQ3550. Have a great day.